What's going on, all you wonderful, beautiful people? Thank you for joining me here today as I'm about to listen to a Lady Gaga album for the first time in my life, which is probably a pretty blasphemous thing to say out loud. I can definitely own that. I feel like there's so much that I don't know about Lady Gaga. Like the most familiarity I have with her is through A Star Is Born. And when I think of her, that's usually what I think of. I'm aware of her iconic status as an artist, as a performer, visually. I know that there were always, over the years, going way back, some pretty interesting outfits that, not everyone would be brave enough to quite put on display. Absolutely love what she stands for as far as what I've heard her say just from existing on the internet. I feel like the music is the natural next step, right? Is to get into that. Her as a performer too. The only performance I've seen from her, I actually watched recently when they were doing the VMA awards for most iconic performances, and they were going back over the years over the performances, and Lady Gaga's was one of them. And I thought that one should have won, actually, having watched it for the first time. I don't really know what a Lady Gaga album track song sounds like. Obviously, there's no way that I haven't heard songs like A Poker Face or Alejandro. Paparazzi, absolutely, of course. I think that was the song she performed at the VMAs. Applause, yeah, absolutely. I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. I know for sure that this channel has really opened my mind, my heart to genres that I wasn't listening to much of before this channel, and that is like an electro pop, disco kind of things in that world that I feel like Lady Gaga might potentially exist in. But yeah, guys, let's cut the small talk. It's about time. This is a brand new album. It's called Mayhem. As always, my full uncut reaction to this album, every single other album I've ever reacted to, and loads of other exclusive content on the Patreon. The link's in the description. If you want to check that out, great way to support me and the channel. I have not heard any of these songs. Die With a Smile, I've heard, but not heard. All the other tracks definitely are fresh and brand new to me. The first one is Disease. Let's get it going, guys. This is Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Oh, okay. It's dirty already. Oh man, okay. I see this as a single. I saw the streams. This had to be a single. Based on the streams, got a fuck ton of streams. This chorus especially gives me what I kind of would expect from Lady Gaga. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because all her singles are just they're just monstrous. They've been I feel like a fabric of society for so long. I really like the verses to this and the production of this. I feel like I'm in a dungeon somewhere. There's strobe lights, and I'm just trying to make my way through. Cure my disease. Whoa, she's doing a lot of things with her voice in that song. Those notes at the end, obviously. All over the end, there was lots of real grungier notes she was hitting. I was almost concerned for her voice, but maybe that's just a regular thing. I don't know. I'm still getting to know Lady Gaga's voice beyond Shallow and the songs that she was singing throughout A Star Is Born, obviously. So this is a different experience, definitely. It's that pop rock that not a lot of, you don't really hear that a lot in the mainstream. A lot of what we listen to tends to be the mainstream, unless you're a part of the custom requests and our audience that watches those videos that I upload where we watch all sorts of music ranging from A to Z. But as far as the main channel uploads, it's a lot of mainstream stuff, and not a lot of pop rock. I'm trying to think of like the artists that I've reacted to that end up on YouTube. Like maybe Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, Plastic Hearts. But yeah, it's definitely a gap. As you know, as far, I'm not saying that music doesn't get made by an artist, but as far as like mainstream goes, I guess we've just been waiting for Lady Gaga, and this is where it's at. That first song was definitely had like single written all over it, you know. But I like that it wasn't like typical as far as she was playing with lots of things. Like it felt like, again, very, I don't know, whatever you would call that sound that makes you feel like you're in a dungeon somewhere, and it's almost a little scary. But ultimately, you know that you're safe because it's just music. All right, Abracadabra is track 2. Okay, alright. So yeah, throw out the genre stuff because we're like in the club right now. Like the disco is on. This is kind of the Lady Gaga I was fully expecting as far as just what I've known her to be, and you can't really box her into any particular thing except you're gonna end up finding yourself in a club pretty sweaty. I'm getting the sweats just listening to this already. I don't know if it's because the song's called Abracadabra, but I'm getting like Halloween. I'm getting emo from both these songs so far. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, I like that song a lot. I like that song. I like it more than I like the first one. The first one just felt a little bit more, you know, here's your radio song. This one could have that feeling too, but it just got up in me a lot more. I love the whole like made up language. If it's made up, I don't know if this is some language I don't know about, but it feels made up by Gaga. She literally inserts Gaga into the lyrics as part of the language, and she says in her tongue, she said death or love tonight. So essentially all these abracadabra, amor, unana, abracadabra, morda, ugaga, that means death or love tonight. And an artist like this, which I need more artists like this in my rotation, because really it's just like, hey, turn this on and just go dance, like let loose, like come to the dance floor, let loose, phantom of the dance floor, feel the beat under your feet, the floor is on fire. Like artists like this are making music because they want you to feel good, they want you to take the worries of your life, because so many of us have so many of those and are going through so many of those and so much shit, and just put it to the side for these 3 to 4 minutes and just dance and just feel good and forget about it all. And when the music is actually hitting like this one does and it really gets up in you, it works. You really are able to separate yourself from some of the stuff going on in your life for those few minutes that the song is playing. This one's great. This one's really fucking great. Especially as it keeps going and you really just don't overthink it. Like, let the language be a language. It's just really fucking cool. Okay. Is there like a Phantom of the Menace? No, that's not what I'm talking about. Phantom of the Menace is Star Wars. Phantom of the Opera. I'm not familiar with that. Is she playing into that when she says Phantom of the Dance Floor? Because isn't Phantom of the Opera like a black and white, sort of spooky, which would go along with what I'm getting from this so far. All right, guys, I like that one a lot. Everything else was not a single, except till we get to Die With a Smile. But everything else was just like an album track, according to the streams anyway. So I'm excited for that. Let's see what we got here. It'll be my first ever listen to a Lady Gaga album track ever in my life. So Garden of Eden, track 3. You gotta be dancing though. This is. Okay. Here we go. This part, right? This is the part. This is where the magic is. So is this like kind of like a fling type thing? You know, you might regret it. You might regret it because, you know, it's a poison. It's the poison apple. I don't remember the Garden of Eden. Isn't that the Garden of Eden story? Like you were entranced by this figure and you follow it to the Garden of Eden and you just, you know, it's like lust and you bite the apple, but it's poison. That's what I remember, but it's been so long since I heard the story of it originally. I think I was a kid. But yeah, I could be your girlfriend for the weekend whole thing. Yeah, it's just like a fling, which adds to the whole, like, you know, just have a good fucking time with what's going on right now vibe of this whole thing. The magic is in this chorus for me with this. When the chorus hits, the song elevates to an entire different level. She's singing it back there, man. Okay, alright. I'm glad the chorus came right back. Alright, I'm having a good time. So take you to the garden. This is fire. This is awesome. Okay, that was so good. That one snuck up on me too. I think Abracadabra did the same thing. These songs are sneaking up on me in a way where it's like, this is unfamiliar. It's not just Gaga's unfamiliar, but like this in general, again, whatever electro pop, dance, whatever the fuck we're going to call this entire world of sound is pretty unfamiliar to me as far as what I listen to regularly. So when it starts, there's like this hesitation, I guess you want to call it, to kind of like, you know, am I going to enjoy this? Am I enjoying this now? I don't know. I got to let it soak in. When these songs kick into, like, not even by the second half, like before we even reach that point, I'm in. And then as it progresses, it just gets better and better. And like the first time that I'll to take you to the Garden of Eden kicked in, the first part of the song, I was like, okay. But now I'm like living for it by the end, and that's because the chorus, it's the magic of this song, and it kicks right back in. It's such a good choice earlier on here. It makes the song special. And it just gets up in you once again, and that's what it's supposed to do. All right, Perfect Celebrity. We're a strong 2 for 2 on the last two. I'm not trying to disrespect Disease. Disease was cool. It's just the last two did something different. Perfect Celebrity, track 4. She was singing on that last song too. Garden of Eden. She was singing. My goodness. Damn. I look so hungry, but I look so good. So, I mean, yeah, this whole song is a commentary on celebrity, you know, on the way that celebrities get treated, on the visual lifestyle of a celebrity, like what it looks like, and the interpretation of the outside, like from the outside. You make me money, I'll make you laugh. Perfect Celebrity. Show me you're pretty, I'll show you mine. Like, you know, take this photo. And it reminds me of paparazzi in a way, and I'm gonna make that comparison lightly because I'm not I don't really have any from like Lady Gaga lore knowledge whatsoever. So maybe y'all can like let me know if there's an actual correlation between the two. But that's what's giving me so far. Yeah, that I Look So Hungry, I Look So Good.
Sit in the front row, watch the princess die. I'll become a notorious being. Show me pretty, I'll show you mine. You love to hate me. I'm the perfect celebrity. Rip off the face of this photograph.
Man, her range is crazy. I'm 4 tracks in, and that song's nothing like the previous two. It's not on the level of the previous two, or even Disease for me, but certainly like Abracadabra, Garden of Eden are like, they're in this elite tier. It was going to be hard to. I'm going to have to lose that mindset moving forward, because it's going to be hard to measure up to those for me personally. Like, those songs are so great. That one didn't hit the same, but it just continues to show me her range vocally. I didn't know she had all this vocally. And she was an incredible singer. Once again, I've seen A Star Is Born. This is just a different style of vocal. Like, it's a lot more, just more of this rock style on the vocal part, and she just so much emotion. That part about her I knew already. I appreciate the commentary that it is, certainly, like the unhealthy relationship that there is between viewer, the internet, and celebrity. Like, you love to hate me, that makes the perfect celebrity. That's not ideal, right? Like, that's not the way. But that's the internet just loves to just spread hate, and continue to just make this person that we're talking about more famous, more celebrity, add on to that, as we continue to spread that hate onto that person, for reasons that are certainly within when it comes to the person that's expressing that hate online. It's a culture that I'm not a fan of. But Gaga explained it very well in this song that, again, just like shows me so much range. And it's not just vocally, like it's the sound she's able to create across these 4 tracks so far. All right, Vanish Into You, track 5. Man, these things just grow on you. These songs just grow on you. She's a melody master. Let me say that. Her voice is such a tool. It's so, it's easy to say it's so important to the song. Yeah, but like the structure and the bones of the song, she knows how to use her voice to just capture a listener. The layering and just the places her voice goes, constantly like gripped on where she's gonna go next with her voice, and she does all these like ahs and like things like that. It's so unique. I know Lady Gaga fans know what I'm talking about, because it's something that I'm hearing for the first time, and it's just so fun to listen to. It sounds so good. This is another song in the first half. I was like, okay. And then that chorus kept coming in, and I was, and I was like, okay, that kind of bangs. And then as it keeps going, I'm like, oh yeah, can I vanish into you? Yeah. Like, this is catchy as hell. This is catchy as hell. And I want to listen to her voice keep singing all these lines. It just sounds great. I love the production and the instrumentation on this. It was so cool. And the emo thing that continues to carry on as well. Like, totally picture this with a music video, and it's a ghost singing it, and it becomes like less transparent as, you know, this as it's singing it as the song is going on, because it wants to just vanish and into this person that they're missing, because, you know, the picture off the bedside and the memories, the Halloween vibes that continue to carry on as well. I like the song a lot. It just got up in me as it kept going. That's gonna be a theme with her, I guess, huh? Because that's what's happening on my favorite tracks. All right, next track is Killa, featuring, I don't know who this is. I feel like I'm gonna ruin the name, but I'll give it a shot. Gesaffelstein. Let's check it out.
Standing on the corner, smoking that gas, and the boys all pass me by. Talking some shit, we can handle my ass. I'm a murderer in disguise. Yeah, you wanna be cool, but you
One thing I want to say too before the song starts going on even more. And remember what it was like to have full songs? Do y'all remember what it was like to have full songs? We got full songs here. All these songs are 4 minutes just about. And you feel that in the song. And it's actually necessary with these songs because of how catchy they are and because of how much they get up into you the more the song goes on. So it's necessary if these songs cut off at 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, they wouldn't be anywhere near as good as I feel like they are with that full 4 minutes. So it's interesting where music has gone. We're in a place where most songs, it is what it is. It's a fact. You know, these songs nowadays are like 2.5 to 3 minutes, and I've accepted that. And there's a lot of great songs. So much of these songs are great, like fucking awesome, that are that long. I've just adapted and don't really think much about it anymore. Gaga said, "Fuck that. No, you're not gonna get these 4-minute songs because this is the way I make my music," and it works. It works. Not one song on the track list under 3 minutes. All right, let's get back with Killa.
get me mad, bite my lip.
I'm gonna start it over actually.
Standing on the corner, smoking that gas, and the boys all pass me by.
This is fun.
Talking some shit, we can handle my ass. I'm a murderer in disguise. Yeah, you wanna be cool, but you're making me mad. Bite my lip, it starts to bleed. Yeah, it tastes so good, but it gotta be bad if I'm gonna get you home. Gonna make the curtains scream, believe that. Gonna make the ceiling shake for me.
Yeah.
See, I'm a killer.
Okay.
And when you gonna die tonight? Killer, killer.
Well, you're gonna die tonight.
Killer, killer, killer. Looking at you like a zombie killer, hungry for a homicide. If I get
The Halloween thing is starting to feel very intentional at this point. It doesn't have to be like Halloween, that word specifically, just the genre of whatever that, would mean. Maybe emo is, more what I'm meaning.
gonna make you scream, that's a matter of fact, don't be a fantasy. I'm a killer. And when you gonna die tonight? Killer, 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 killer.
Sounds like he's in for a good time. Even if it is his last night, like, that's a way to go out. This shit would be fire live. All these songs. With the light, like a good light show. Lots of black and white. Strobe lighting. This shit might get me back in the club. Is Lady Gaga gonna get me back into the club? Lady Gaga's gonna get me back in the club. It's been a minute, man. That song was like straight out of like the, 70s? 80s? One of those two. And it's such a cool experience because I don't listen to this kind of like that specifically. That like that's such an that is I know I've said unfamiliar before in this whole project that especially is just like non-existent essentially in my music library, which makes it so cool to listen to because it's like, oh man, this feels inspired as hell. And she's doing it like it's her own, and I love that. And it's just like, I love that. Love that. So, sort of like musical break at the end. And then the build up, and then I think that was a vocal that led to the very end. It's obvious what the song's about, which is also cool as hell. And yeah, it's another good time. I don't know where the Gesaffelstein, I don't know if that's a producer or a guitarist or I just didn't know who because it was a different vocal style. It could not, maybe it wasn't Lady Gaga. You know, that was also unrecognizable. Man, she's a rock star. She's a fucking rock star, man. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Zombie Boys, track 7. I just got the craziest holla back girl just straight into my brain when that started.
Tired, like you've been up for days. Cause you're an animal, and you're closing in on me. I could be a type from your zombie bite. And you're closing in on me.
Well, my very brief experience with Madonna, and this is giving me some of that.
Don't want you to stay, but I can't watch you walk away. I think about you in my dreams. You're better off of fantasy. I'll see you in my dreams. I can't see straight and so tight. I could be a type from your zombie bite.
Obviously, the zombie of it all. It was very Frankenstein. I don't know what I even mean when I say that, but maybe you know. The song's cool. It's not for me. It's not that it's a bad song, or that I think it is a bad song. It's just not necessarily one I think I'd go back to often. I will say it did start to get up in. That's the thing, because so far these songs have really gotten up in me when the second, over the half point period, and then as the song finishes, I'm like, oh fuck, I actually really love this. I was waiting for that to happen with this, and it almost happened around here.
Think about you in my dreams. You're better off of fantasy. I'll see you in my dreams. I can't see straight and so tight.
That's I
I could be a type from your zombie bite. No, I can't see straight. Give it a try. I could be a type.
You hear her singing back there too again. I really like that entire portion of the song. I guess it's everything else that surrounds it. I don't know. I just replayed that part of the song, and it reminded me how much I actually enjoyed that part, and I might actually go back for that part. I can't make too much of a definitive statement, I think, is what I'm coming down to on the first listen. Let's go on to Love Drug.
Gonna fight the feeling instead. I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna cry, so I'm gonna dance until I feel alright. I just need a dose of the right stuff, but I'm gonna fight the feeling instead. I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna cry, so I'm gonna dance until I feel alright. Your
Yeah, man, that's the recipe right there. That song is the recipe. It's kind of flawless, right? There's not really any thing to critique about that song, and it's all about. I feel like I talked about this earlier, where an artist like Lady Gaga is really making music for you to put away your worries for a little bit, and those fears and the anxiety and all the shit that you're dealing with to the side for just a bit, and just dance, just dance, enjoy this song, let it get up in you. And that's so much of the power of music, particularly made by artists like this. And this song encompasses that. That's why I think when I say like that's the recipe right there, like that's that Lady Gaga recipe is this song. This is probably the shortest one of the album, right? It felt like it. Yeah, this is the shortest one of the album, and I feel like it's just this one's a bit more systematic than some of the other songs that I've heard so far, but it's not a bad thing because again, it's following that recipe of what I just described, and it even fucking says it in the song. Ironically, yeah, I haven't even talked about that, but ironically, the song literally describes what the feeling of the song gives you, and what so many of her songs give you, where she's literally saying, "No, I don't want to feel like I just want to just dance. I want to take that drug. It's that love drug. I just want some companionship. I don't give a fuck. Like I can't deal with these feelings on my own right now. I'm having a hard time, and that's okay. It's okay to admit that too. When you can't be on your own and you can't deal with these things on your own, you need a companionship, and whether that's something physical or whether that's just someone coming out and just dancing with you for the night. Song's indicative of a lot of the feel of what Lady Gaga's music has given me so far on this project. All right, How Bad Do You Want Me? Track 9. Very video gamey, so it's like that. It's Mario, right?
I know you wish that she was me. How bad do you want me?
All right, Taylor.
You're not the 'cause you like my hair, my ripped up jeans. You like the bad girl that got in me. She's on your mind like all the time. But I've got a tattoo for us last week. Even good boys bleed. How bad do you want me? Raining, I'm here to kiss you in real life. About to cause a scene. How bad do you want me?
Okay, I love the energy of this one.
It's close, you might peak. So hot that you can't speak.
This is very Taylor Swift coded. I'm not crazy when I say that, right? Two artists that I never really would think to compare.
You like my hair, my ripped up jeans. You like the bad girl that got in me. She's on your mind
I like this.
all the time.
I love pop music.
Tattoo for us last week. Even good boys bleed. How bad do you want me? She's in your brain and I'm here to kiss you in real life. About to cause a scene. How bad do you want me?
This is awesome. I like this.
Me for real. You like my hair, my ripped
okay.
up jeans. You like the bad girl that got in me. She's on your mind like all the time. But I've got a tattoo for us last week. Even good boys.
God, I love her. But you hear her singing along. You hear her singing along back there.
How bad you like my hair, my ripped up jeans. You like the bad girl that got in me. She's on your mind like all the time. But I've got a tattoo for us last week. Even good
Yeah, I hear you.
How bad do you want me?
I hear you, Joanne. Oh man, yeah. Oh, this is a single right here. This is an anthem. This is number one. This is an anthem. 2, this is a single. I know this is not a single because there definitely was only 3. This should be if she plans to drop more. This one and then the Garden of Eden, because my God, that song is still in my soul and hasn't left it. And then there's several songs in between that I really enjoyed at different levels. But this is, as much as anything else, single material. So pop, much more of like your classic pop sound with the Lady Gaga vibe sprinkled in there. The thing about it too is she can make a pop sounding song, but her voice is so individual that it's gonna just only sound like her. Even though I did say Taylor Swift coded, this definitely gave me some Taylor Swift vibe. You Need to Calm Down, I think it was giving me a little bit of that. You Need to Calm Down, and the production and more of the general feel of that synth pop all over 1989. But I mean, as far as like I said, like this is just like Lady Gaga's voice just makes it so individualistic in a really special way. Ultimately makes it its own thing. And a really cool moment on the album. To me, the song really sticks out just because it is a bit of a different direction than everything else. So yeah, a really cool moment on the album, and I say we keep it going, keep the vibes going. Don't Call Tonight, track 10.
Goodbye, a lonely bride. I need to cry to feel alive. You pull me close and knock me down, then I beg to come back around. I'm so addicted to your lies. Don't call tonight unless you wanna hurt me. Don't call tonight, it's not because you care. Don't call tonight, tomorrow you'll desert me. I can hear everything you're saying from here.
Okay.
Don't call tonight, hear the phone. Don't call tonight unless you wanna hurt me. Don't call tonight, it's not because you care. Don't call tonight, tomorrow you'll desert me. I can hear everything you're saying from here. Tonight.
Okay. I like the rhythm of that song. I like the guitars and the drums a lot, actually. And it was a lot of that. It was a lot of that. It was obviously a lot of the Don't Call Tonight, a lot of that, a very chorus heavy song, a lot of fixation on those lines. Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't have like a lot of thoughts about that song. Just I enjoyed those aspects of the song a lot. That's about it. Yeah, it's not the standout that a lot of the other tracks are so far for me. But it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable song though, for sure. All right, Shadow of a Man, track 11.
Standing in the shadow of another man. Stop believing, and my voice gets loud. Never get this feeling, I can't get enough.
Okay.
I won't be used for my love and left out to cry.
That's right.
I wanna be in the darkness tonight.
Okay.
I wanna be the one to fall off tonight. To come alive, not to be there, I'm not to be there. Watch me, I swear, I'll dance in the shadow of a man.
Oh, this is good. Oh, yeah. Oh. When that comes back, love the message of the song also, by the way. Love the fucking message of the song. When that chorus comes back, oh, yeah. She sets you up so nicely in that way. That's been my favorite part about these songs so far, and this is another example of that. This is in the top tier of this album.
Piercing like your skin from a thorn. When I get this feeling, I can't get enough. 'Cause I stop believing in my
This has like that. You've been hit by smooth criminal. It's got like that little bit of a vibe to it, and I felt that a little bit. I've wanted to say Michael Jackson's name in this album a few songs ago. There was like a Prince moment too. I don't have enough familiarity with those artists. Obviously, I've heard like the really iconic shit from them, and that's where my reference points lie. Like a Smooth Criminal, like who hasn't fucking heard that song, right? And I'm just aware of like how great that song is too. This is giving me that. And in like a true way, not in like a oh, you tried, way, like she's doing that, and it's in such her own individualistic way too. Like it's still got the vibe of the rest of the project, and it's not the main thing I'm thinking about. It's just an inspiration that feels like was part of it, and that's a real compliment, because it can be easy to just fall into a copycat thing, and it's not even at all like what I'm saying is happening here. So she's killing this, and the fact that I'm getting like a Michael Jackson sniff off of this is wild, right? Like but Gaga's up there though. Like when you talk about someone like that, in my opinion, I haven't even listened to her music, but she's been doing it for that long. She's been that great. She's been that individualistic. She's changed the game. She's a major inspiration to some of the newer artists of our generation, and she's still coming out in 2025 with like some of the best music I've heard all year. I gotta go back. This line. Hey. She's so good at making up her own shit. Like, what? Shadda-da-da-wo, shadda-da-wo. Like, I know it's saying it's shadow spread out, kind of, but it's only Lady Gaga can do it and make it sound catchy in the way it does. It was in this moment that I decided, after 3 years of making reactions to music, 3-ish years, that I need to switch from a wired headphone to a Bluetooth headphone, because that song made me want to get up and dance so bad, and I can't. I won't hear the music anymore if I do, because then shit is just gonna go all over the. That what? Like the way that that gets up in you, which I've said like 7 times across this album so far. I just wanted to move every part of my body, and oh man! And then the way you just want to scream some of those lines because of the message of them and the way she sings them and the way they hit right before the chorus comes in, and that song is fire. That song is so good, and that song is officially. Now I'm not gonna always be blessed with a Lady Gaga album to listen to. Obviously, so not a lot of songs are gonna make me want to get up and dance at a level like "Shadow of a Man." Is that what it was called? We've moved on already. "Shadow of a Man," but I gotta make the switch, man, because it's a crime that I felt like I couldn't get up and dance, or else the headphones would unplug and then the recording would be fucked. But anyways, that's top tier on the album. With How Bad Do You Want Me and Abracadabra and Garden of Eden and Vanish Into You. Was Zombie Boy another one? I think Zombie Boy I really liked too. I'll have to revisit some of those other ones, but yeah, there's a few songs on this album that are on a level, like a really, really high level, and it's coming together because we're reaching the end to end up making this project as a whole just really great. And I'm excited because I won't lie, I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous going to this project because, again, like, there's a reason I haven't listened to a Lady Gaga album on the channel. I'm not trying to sit down to something that I might not enjoy potentially, that there's like a decent chance of it, because I'm not trying to spread that into the universe. If that's what ends up happening, that's what ends up happening, because I'm going to be honest, and like I have in the past with other projects, and it's unfortunate where I've had to like upload that and be like, I just had a mid-time to this, sorry. I don't want to be that guy, but it happens. And over time, I've been told, like in comments, like, I don't know if you're going to vibe with like Lady Gaga albums, specifically, I think I don't remember what the last one was called, but whatever her one before this one is, the one that came out during COVID, and it's just delayed me. Like, I've respected her so much as an artist and as a voice, and I've always been like, why wouldn't I enjoy a Lady Gaga album? People are telling me I might not. Like, for me specifically, anyway, what I listen to. This is not the case with this album, anyway. Like, this is great. I think ultimately I just have an appreciation for great music. So, and you know, just artists doing things. That's what's happening here. Like, this isn't just a bunch of music for the sake of music. Like, I feel like this is a real accomplishment so far, while making music to make people like feel good at the same time. That walking that line it takes real talent and skill. All right, we're gonna move on to The Beast, track 12.
Turn on the music, turn off the lights. I wanna feel the beast inside. I know you're hungry, ready to bite. I wanna watch you turn tonight. I wanna feel the beast inside.
Is this like a werewolf thing? You're growling, you know, the beast inside, you're ready to bite. I'm gonna watch you turn. What you say earlier? Yeah, you can't hide who you are at 11:59. Is this so? The werewolf turns at midnight, or when the full moon, or I don't really know what the actual tale technically is with werewolves, but yeah, this is a werewolf thing, which is a theme. There's such a theme across this project. All sorts of mythical creatures, ghosts. I've got I shouldn't say Frankenstein, but I got that vibe earlier. Werewolf now. There's been several other references too, and it's just carrying on this theme throughout the whole project with the vibe and the feel. Is it weird? Am I crazy? Because usually, especially with an album that has so many up-tempo songs, I crave that slower moment. And it feels like the song needs to be faster, or it's just a touch slow. And obviously that's intentional, but maybe that's just my experience with this so far. She's such an incredible vocalist. Took me till the very end to kind of catch on to the I want to feel the beast inside. And I think that's pretty tongue-in-cheek there. I think I know what she's saying there. But you know, also the beast inside of you, the werewolf thing. Yeah, we talked about it. It's not my favorite song on the album, I'll be honest. Yeah. Blade of Grass, track 13. Especially following Shadow of a Man. I mean, come on, I'm like riding the ultimate fucking high. And maybe that didn't help the song. Like, that didn't help its case. It was bad timing, maybe, as much as anything else.
You said, how does a man like me love a woman like you? Come on and wrap that blade of grass around my finger like a cast. 'Cause even though the church burned down, I'll be your queen without a crown. I've been so lonely in this field, but in a battle with no shield. I said, hold me until I die, and I'll make you brand new.
I love that. Like, this man has his faults, but she clearly still loves him so much that she wants to love him forever. She wants to be with him forever. How does a man like me love a woman like you? And Gaga's like, well, you know, hold me until I die, stay with me forever, and I'll make you brand new. You know, and we'll have this love. We'll be on the same level, and we'll love each other endlessly. Makes me wonder about, because like, even though the church burned down, I'll be your queen without a crown. It's like, it makes me think of marriage, especially when you're talking about staying together forever. And then wrap that blade of grass around my finger like a cast, which could be a ring as a blade of grass. There was like a lawnmower. Oh no, a lawn of memories I'm wearing. Okay, I don't know. I could be off on that, but it's just definitely it's a really nice love song, and I really like that line right there about that I just went over.
Come on and wrap that blade of grass around my finger like a cast. 'Cause even though the church burned down, I'll be your queen without a crown. I've been so lonely in this field, fighting a battle with no shield.
There are in grass the whole time, right? The lawn of memories, that blade of grass, lonely in this field, fighting this battle with no shield, no protector, come be my protector. You know, that's like a marriage thing, right? You become a protector. So I'm definitely getting marriage vibes from this. Oh, I just looked. Yeah, it just caught my eye. It says, yeah, it's no diamond ring. The blade of grass is the ring. And this is a song just about like loving someone and wanting to be with them forever. And I love the grass. Now that I know that's what that means, the grass, blade of grass it's just like I don't need the, you know, it doesn't matter. Like it just brings it down to the simple I love you. Like that's all I need. It's not about anything else. It's very much just you and I don't see anything else. I just see us in our future. And I love the simplicity of I love a love message like that. Now this, like the last song, The Beast, there was something that was slower than it felt like it should have been. But I'm all for that. This song had to be slower. I'm glad it was slower because it's the slow moment of the album that I really enjoyed. Just an opportunity to get to hear Lady Gaga sing about love. Yeah, fuck yeah, yes, sign me up. I don't know anything about her personal life, nothing. So yeah, I don't know if that's based on her personal experience, but I just appreciated the simple love song of it all, and her voice, of course. All right, the last song on the album, guys, which I've kind of heard. I think I don't know if they performed this or something else, or this and something else at the Grammys. Was it the Grammys? I don't know. This is nice because this is very doo-wops and hooligan, Bruno. That chorus was very recognizable.
I don't even want to do this anymore. 'Cause you already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only war worth fighting for. Wherever you go, that's where I'll follow.
I like the drums in that. That was good. Yeah, I mean, what's the complaint when you have these two vocalists singing together, singing a love song together about the world ending and who you'd want next to you? I think my go-to song is still gonna be "If the World Was Ending." Julia Michaels, JP Sax. Just really like that song a lot, and it's the same exact message. As far as this goes, not much to complain about. Obviously, two incredible vocalists. I don't have a huge reaction to that song because I've heard it enough in clips. They performed it live definitely somewhere. I don't remember what it was, but I saw that Instagram stories, so on and so forth. First time I heard Gaga's verse, I enjoyed that, even though I felt like it went by quick. I really like that instrumental break at the end of it. Like, I really enjoyed that part of the song. The song feels cinematic in a way. Like, it's definitely going to be, it probably already has been, but it's going to be used, I feel like, for film in a soundtrack part of a film at some point. But also, it feels a little odd on this album. You know, like every other song just lives in, maybe Blade of Grass a little bit too, but like it just feels like it lives, there's nothing emo about that. And not that this is, I don't know how she's advertised this, so maybe I should just back off the emo thing because we got away from that at the end. Maybe that's the mayhem of it all. Is you get towards the end of the album and we get away from that feeling and we're just in love. We're just completely in love. There's the Beast, and we're just like, the Beast wasn't the only moment of the album though that was getting down and dirty. We're just in love. Anyways, and other places of the album we're like in pain. And we just need, you know, to hit the dance floor, which is a lot of the vibe of the album that I've talked about again. It's really just something that I feel like was created for you to put what it is that you're going through to the side just for a couple minutes and let that music take you somewhere else for a bit and hit the dance floor, man, because that's a lot of this album. Even like Die With A Smile, like Blade of Grass, get yourself a nice slow dance. But overall, this album, as much as I feel like the last track might feel separate from the rest of the album, but the more that I'm sitting here with it, it is like both those last tracks are love, and the album is called Mayhem, and that might just be the fucking point. There's a lot of mayhem throughout this from a feelings perspective, so I'm just gonna ride with that. Actually, there's so many incredible tracks on this project, and that includes Die With A Smile. When you talk about the success of the song, the top track, the tracks that I really enjoyed were so good. Abracadabra, Garden of Eden, Vanish Into You, How Bad Do You Want Me, Shadow of a Man. Can we get more streams on that song? Can we release that song? She's got several more releases on this album if she chooses to release them and add some more singles onto here. I don't know if she's touring, but this is like such a must see in person because there's some great instrumentation on this project as well. There's all kinds of sounds. Like, I started off, I thought we were going to get a pop rock album, and then we're doing the electro pop disco thing, and then just everywhere she finds herself in a different tool bag in different songs. One consistent thing absolutely is her voice. Her voice is incredible on every track. She's doing such great things with her voice towards the ends of all these songs. This album just makes me feel really good. Like, it just makes me feel so good listening to it, and that's such a big takeaway from an artist that I'm listening to for the first time here, like ever, which again is sick. It's crazy because this is so, all I think about when I think about Lady Gaga is Shallow, because that is my reference point, and I love that song, and that song is nothing like anything on here. So it's just interesting as I think about in this moment, like I really want to listen to more of her music, and she's got so many other albums obviously, so I'm just gonna entrust that to you guys to suggest what album makes sense for me to jump into next. You guys let me know. Again, I had a blast. Let me know what your favorites were. Even if the couple songs that I didn't enjoy as much, maybe those were favorites of yours, let me know what your thoughts on this are. Again, please, another Gaga suggestion. I would love that. And anything else that I might have missed, please. Anything else that like adds context to these songs or the album as a whole, please, as well, inform me. So grateful for all of you being here with me. Means the world to me, truly. And yeah, I'm looking forward to spending more time with you on whatever video is next. Lots of love.